Hello and welcome to Busy Man Reviews. In today's video, I'm going to discuss the events of the first episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier that just dropped on Disney+. Basically, the video will be full of spoilers, so make sure that you watch the episode before watching this video. So how was the series? Was it any good? Let's find out. The series flexes its muscle from the very first moment and opens with a bombastic action scene where Sam Wilson is going after terrorists who hijacked an American military plane in Tunisia. The scene succeeded on sucking me into the series right from the start with a cinematic look, fantastic visual effects, and incredible action sequences. The story of the first episode mainly deals with the personal struggle of Sam Wilson and Bucky Barnes, while introducing the main threat that our heroes will face during this season. Sam, who Captain America passed down his shield to him after defeating Thanos, still feels the weight and responsibility of wielding this shield, as it means he will take the mantle of Captain America as a symbol of patriotism and hope for the American people, a task that he is not ready for, at least not yet. And so, he decides to give the shield to the Smithsonian Museum to be displayed alongside Captain America's armor suit. However, refusing to keep the shield did not provide Sam with the closure he seeks, as we see at the end of the episode that the US government unveiled the new Captain America to the public, and as you would expect, he looks like a cheap knockoff of Steve Rogers. We also saw Sam struggling to help his sister Sarah, who is suffering from a financial crisis and tries to get her a loan. I loved how the bank employee was thrilled to see the Falcon and wanted a selfie with him while denying him the loan because, and get this, he had no income for the past 5 years. Like seriously, the guy is a hero, and he, like half of the Earth population, disappeared for the past 5 years, so naturally he had no income. But hey, we all know that banks are greedy, right? James Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier, is also going through a personal struggle against his past, and we see that he is still having nightmares about the atrocities that he committed when he used to work for Hydra after they brainwashed him. We see him going to therapy. His exchange with the therapist was fun to watch, as she is really tough with him. However, being an ex-military, she also understands Bucky and can get through to him. I love that she gave him 3 rules to follow. Most important of all 3 was to go by the name James Bucky Barnes and not the Winter Soldier. She also points out that he didn't answer any text messages from Sam Wilson. We know that Sam and Bucky were always competing for Captain America's admiration and friendship, so I guess it is safe to call them frenemies. We also see Bucky hanging out with an old man called Yuri, who gets him a date with the cute waitress at the restaurant while having breakfast together. But apart from being a great wingman, turns out that Yuri had a son who was killed while working abroad, and we find out that he can't get a proper closure as he doesn't know why he was killed and who did it. During the episode, we get subtle hints that Bucky was the one who killed Yuri's son when he was working for Hydra, and that maybe he's looking after Mr. Yuri out of guilt. If that is true, will Bucky come clean to Mr. Yuri and take responsibility, and how will that affect him? Guess we will find out soon enough. Apart from the personal struggle of Sam and Bucky, this episode introduced an organization called Flag Smashers, who will be the main threat that will bring the Falcon and the Winter Soldier together. On the surface, the goal of this organization seems good, and that is to create a unified world without borders, a goal that could easily resonate with lots of people, especially following defeating a global threat like Thanos. However, their methods are far from peaceful, as we saw during the scene where their leader, who seems to have enormous physical strength, stole 2 big bags of cash in Switzerland and used his followers to escape by having them get together while wearing the same mask as his to distract the police. The episode was a fantastic season opener. It was nice to see Sebastian Stan and Anthony Mackie returning to reprise their roles as Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier, and Sam Wilson, the Falcon. The series had a budget of $150 million, that is $25 million per episode, and it pays off well as the action and visual effects were awesome during this episode, and I'm sure it will be the same for the next episodes too. Humor also worked well and didn't feel forced or unnatural throughout the episode. I also loved that they focus on the personal struggle of Sam and Bucky. I also like the fact that you don't need to be an expert in the MCU to understand what is happening. I myself, as a casual fan, had no issues following the story. You can also watch episodes 3 and 4 of Marvel Studio Legends to refresh your memory before diving into the series. Each episode is around 6 minutes, so it shouldn't take much time to do so. Have you seen The Falcon and the Winter Soldier yet? If yes, what did you think about it? Feel free to share your opinions in the comment section down below. And as always, if you enjoyed the video and want to watch further Busy Man reviews, give us a like and hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching and see you soon with another video and another Busy Man review. Until next time.